Real Deal Sports usual guys is here. Got your boy Suave. We got Big Walt up there with the neon hoodie. I see you, boy. That boy real bright up there, boy. I see you.
Bright like a diamond, you heard?
And we got John with the OKC gear. Hey, how are they doing this year, by the way?
Yeah, so anyway, I like bright colors too. That's why I bought. No, kidding. I do love my OKC, man, all the way, baby. But
I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling John's setup, bro. I like that.
Yeah, I'm replacing this.
Yeah, he gets
everything
better.
else I'm building
You
out.
think we don't notice, but we notice you have something new every week.
He do that.
Well, for the first couple weeks,
I in there like they ain't gonna notice. They ain't gonna notice.
First couple weeks, I had the blurry background, but now yeah. I mean, I gotta add all my sports, man. My favorite. Well, this isn't my favorite. This is Malcolm Stewart, but my favorite is his brother James Stewart. But I'm a big fan of Malcolm Stewart too. We went to a thing and they had all these guys there, and they were all signing stuff, and they're like, "You want me to sign it?" I'm like, "Nope. Just waiting my turn in line." Got to Malcolm Stewart. Thank you. And then got out of line. And all the other guys guys.
See, I like this. We getting to know John a little bit more. See, that's.
I don't.
Yeah, we get to know his pettiness. So
No, it's just I don't want all these signatures on my wall that I don't watch them play. Like, no, I watch James Stewart, the fastest man in.
Hey, you ain't got to explain to us. We know you, Petty. You ain't got to explain.
Yeah, for real. Everyone who don't know James Stewart, man, go check him out, man. I know he's retired and all that, but fastest man on earth, man. I mean, watch him on a bike. He was amazing to watch.
True. But let's get into it, guys. With the Super Bowl crowning a new champ, we have some media outlets wondering, are players such as Matthew Stafford, Odell Beckham, and Aaron Donald now are they first ballot Hall of Famers or Hall of Famers in general? So I'm gonna matter of fact, we're gonna start with Walt. We're gonna start with.
Well, let's just do them one at a time.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Look, I'll start us off.
Wait. No, okay. I'm gonna give you the person. Hold on. Is your boy Odell a Hall of Famer?
Honestly, I want to say he's not a Hall of Famer just quite yet. Just because he did just win a Super Bowl, I still feel like he's not really a top 5 receiver yet in our league, but he still can get the job done. I want to say the Rams setup was pretty much the perfect setup for Odell because he didn't have to go there and be the guy. He had Cooper Kupp in front of him. He had Robert Woods in front of him before Robert Woods got hurt. And then, they were saying that Van Jefferson was the same thing. He might be the third guy. But anyways, just based off Odell's career numbers, I just don't feel like he's a first ballot Hall of Famer yet. I just feel like he's still got some work to do. And then especially on top of us not really knowing if his ACL or MCL is okay or not. So
that's very true. Very true.
So who's my next guy?
Hang on. Let me do OBJ. No, let me do
I got it. No. Hold on.
Yeah, let's do one player at a time.
Okay.
Relax. Okay, see? Hold on. I got you.
No, that's on me. That's on me.
John, is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Fame?
It's a long shot. But yes, here's the thing, right? Is the criticism
Wait. You say yeah?
It would have to be a bad Hall of Fame year. But here's the thing: fastest player to 40,000. He's about one pass away from hitting 50,000. Look at the list of people who've done that. It's very, very short. Listen, we're gonna take away, from what he did because here's the thing, man. People wanted him to fail, right? Like a lot of people believed when he left Detroit, they're like, yeah, you're going to find out it wasn't Detroit. It was Matt Stafford. Well, guess what? It wasn't. It was Detroit. We all learned real quick. Now, I also believe this is the best team on paper starting from the beginning of the year. But that being said, not everyone could have won with this team. I believe it took a great quarterback. And also because of the other players that are in the Hall of Fame. There are other players in the Hall of Fame that I look at and are like, yeah, that guy's not as good as Matt Stafford. That guy's definitely not as good as Matt Stafford. Mm-hmm. So because of that, yes, I believe it would be a down year. But also, remember, he still has, 6 to 8 years to still prove he deserves belong. But if he retired today, I think this question's talking about if he retired today. I would give him a very long outside shot of making it in.
Okay.
Very true. I'm gonna go with AD. I think I don't think Aaron Donald needs to do anything else, honestly, to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, what more can you do? He's, I mean, just think about it. He's been dominating the defensive tackle position since he came into the NFL. Like teams, when you play the Rams, you say, all right, how do we stop AD? And we ain't talking about Anthony Davis. How do you how do you stop him? You got to double him, you got to triple him, and even most times those don't even work. Because I mean, his motor is unbelievable, man. Watching him play Sunday and just how he kept going, and he was getting hit left and right, and he was still making plays. And I don't, I mean, hey, if he retired today, I he probably might be the youngest Hall of Famer. I believe. I think he would be the youngest.
I mean, I
So,
honestly feel like if Aaron Donald retired today, he'd be top 3 all time, in my
oh
opinion.
yeah, 100%. And you talented when other Hall of Famers like Warren Sapp say, yeah, he better than me.
And I know
Who
that's a
who
lot for Seth to
who
say.
has Warren Sapp ever said is better than me?
Yeah,
He
I
said
know.
it with a straight face. He was like, oh yeah, he got me beat. Like, bruh, when another Hall of Famer gives you that, what more do you need?
Yeah,
And
I
I
mean, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, just out of those three, those 3 guys. I mean, I really feel like Aaron Donald is most definitely the first ballot Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah. He
Like I
definitely
said,
should be a pencil in.
like I said, Odell, he still got a little bit of work. And what John was saying, what I'm saying, I agree with, majority of what he was saying about Stafford, what I'm saying, Detroit, it wasn't Detroit's. It was Detroit's problem. It wasn't Stafford. I mean, Stafford's numbers prove that he can get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Because me and John was just looking at some of his numbers off, I'm saying, off of here. And I think he pretty much played almost the entire season, stuff for 2 or 3 seasons out of his
Yeah,
career.
yeah.
So I mean, that's productive. That's productive work right there. So
And then being in Detroit on top of that, I know that can't be easy going to work every week, knowing you might not, more than likely you won't win.
Yeah, what
You know,
separates him from like Barry Sanders is like even though Barry Sanders was always losing, he was still making Pro Bowls, and Matt Stafford never really went to a lot of Pro Bowls or won MVPs, and so it's always like if you can't point to a guy and say was he the top 5 player of any year, was he really Hall of Fame worthy? But that being said, like he was more of a yardage guy. They didn't score a lot of touchdowns for whatever reason. But outside touchdowns, I mean, he had all the yards you could ever want. I mean, third all time in yards per game, all time, right?
right?
So listen, there's some guys, man, like Julio Jones, they just don't get in the end zone, right? You got guys who are gonna rack up yards all day and don't get in the end zone. Well, then you give them a team, and then bam, oh, this guy can find the end zone. He just didn't have pieces that could get in. He didn't have goal line players. He never had a tight end who could never. You never point to a Lions tight end that you're like, yo, yeah, that guy, throw it to him in the end zone. All he ever had was Calvin
That
Johnson.
could
And
have
then,
been, but that's story for another day.
oh
Story
yeah,
for another day. But yeah, guys, I think what I was gonna say before Walt, I think really with the Hall of Fame, really all of these Hall of Fames, they should start letting some Hall of Famers make these votes too. Because I mean, like think about like a Shannon Sharp or something picking the Hall of Fame. Because I think now with most sports, they just putting anybody in. You won 3 Super Bowls, you had a couple decent years, and you're a Hall of Famer. Like bro, no, you just went along for the ride in some cases. You wasn't
yeah, I
like,
mean,
you wasn't the best offensive lineman for 10 straight years. You wasn't the best center, guard, tackle. Like, I think they're getting to that point where they just letting anybody in. Oh, he had 2 great years. Just put him in. No, you got to be a Hall of Famer. I'm not a Hall of Famer in anything, but I think most Hall of Famers should be generational talents. Of like the Aaron Donalds, like Shannon Sharp, Terrell Owens.
Yeah, so
People
in a
like that.
perfect Hall of Fame, like Matt Stafford don't make it. Odell Beckham, he needs to reach that coveted 10,000 yards, which means he's gonna have to have two decent, I think he needs to have at least one really solid 1,200, whatever yard season or more. He can't just have 400-600 yard seasons over the next 4 years. But now this torn ACL is going to change that, so it's going to be tough for him. But yeah, who
I
are
think
these?
that's the same knee too.
Is a Hall of Famer for sure? Aaron Donald. When we talk about and it's crazy is because you think about guys like Von Miller and JJ Watt who are 2 years older than him, and you think, man, these guys have been like old and on the downside of their career for the last 2, 3, 4 years.
But you could say
guy's 30, and you still think he's in his prime.
I would consider both of them Hall of Famers.
No, but I'm saying like at 30, it feels like he's still got prime. And the only reason we're talking about him being this is because there was rumor that he might retire after this season if they win the Super Bowl.
Hey, that might be the most goated thing ever.
Hey, yeah. So when you
30, think about,
a lot of people say, well, can you tell the story of the NFL without mentioning this guy? Like Frank Gore, right? Frank Gore, Larry Fitzgerald, guys like that. People talk about like, yeah, they got longevity numbers and stuff, but did they change the game? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You think of when you really, really think about it, you have to talk about Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, and Aaron Donald. Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, and Aaron Donald. Like those are three names you can't leave off any list.
Deion Sanders either.
I'm talking about at that position. I'm talking about
tackles. The tackles. Yeah.
Okay. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. If first ballot Hall of Fame, right now it's only Aaron Donald, and man, he's still got good years ahead of him. So,
all right. So this is what I'm gonna do, John. Give your case for Odell if he's a Hall of Famer or not.
I kind of just did. No, he's not yet, man. He needs to have I think 2 more strong seasons, one 1,200, maybe one 1,000 yard season. He needs to add a few touchdowns, but I mean, he's really low on the touchdowns, so I think he maybe needs to add 14, 15 more to hit 70, and then hit about 10,000 yards. If he has, like I said, if he has 4 more 600-yard seasons and hits 70 by hitting 3 touchdowns, I don't think that's going to do it. I think he needs to have a couple dominant seasons. But that being said, listen, there are no offense to Lynn Swann, he's got 4 Super Bowls, but his numbers are terrible compared to Odell's, right? So, and he's in, right?
Same thing for Joe Namath too.
So some guys make it in just off their playoff performances, and some guys making it off regular season. I think he's going to have to go in on regular season, but now he's got a ring that helps. So it's a long shot, but no, if he retired today, he's not a Hall of Famer.
What you think, Walt, about Mr. Matt Stafford?
Just like I said a little bit earlier, I kind of somewhat agree with Matt. John, on just based off his numbers. I mean, I feel like he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he is a Hall of Famer just because based off of me personally, I just say because he's consistent. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't really had too many years where towards he was, injured, I should say. He's been productive. He's shown that he could be clutch in Detroit and with the Rams, as we've seen. So I definitely feel like you definitely need the clutch gene as well to be a Hall of Famer as well. And like I said, Matt Stafford has proven that. So like I said, he's not a first ballot, but I definitely feel like Stafford is a Hall of Famer for sure.
I agree. Well, no, I don't. I take that back. I don't. I think he would need. I think him and Odell together, for them to be eligible for the Hall of Fame, they would have to put, like, starting now, after winning this championship, if they both can put together about a solid 5-year span where, not Antonio Brown numbers, but, consistent, all right, 12.
But that's just a lot, especially if he stay in LA, especially because he got Stafford got a lot of mouths to feed, bro. You got Higbee, you got
Well,
you got Cup, you got Woods coming back. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be too many miles.
well, the thing is with Woods, how does he come back off of a torn ACL? You know, who's to
I'm not
say
saying
he never gets healthy? You know, it's that ACL.
that's
So
true. But we said the same thing about Odell. Odell came back. Not saying that he's an Odell, health wise, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like his bounce back. I'm pretty sure his bounce back is gonna be crazy. So that's what I'm saying.
right.
Regardless, just based off what you're saying, I just say that it's gonna be kind of hard for Odell to have a great season from here on out because of how many miles that Stafford got to feed.
Yeah, I say both Odell and Stafford not yet. Next question or next topic,
Hey,
Mister.
I just want real quick. I do want to say thank you to the referees, by the way, for giving us that Super Bowl. I just listen. There's a lot of controversy whether that ending was some bad calls or not. Listen, I'm not going either way. I'm going to say thank you. I wish I would have had my black and white shirt today, but I don't own one, so they were the best team.
Hey, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. You really ain't shit. Why would you do that?
I won't say that the refs gave us the game, man. But let's be real. If that was, I feel like just people are only saying that because of the moment of how late in the game it was. But let's be real. If that was a little bit earlier in the game, they would be like, "Oh, he definitely got held." He got held. Let's be real. He definitely did.
I'm just saying thank you. That's all I'm saying. Back to Kyler.
Let's go back to Kyler. You're right.
Yes, Mr. Murray. I want to say over the weekend, deleted all Arizona Cardinals. Anything representing the Arizona Cardinals off of his Instagram. And it caused a lot of speculation for people to think, is he out of Arizona? What's going on? And the Arizona Cardinals came out and said, hey, he's been spoiled. He's self-centered. He's all about himself. When things don't go right, he don't want to talk to no one. And honestly, guys, the way I feel about it, why are you saying all this now? Why are you saying all this now all of a sudden? Because, if this has been going on, you've accepted it for this long. Why say something now? But also, on the same token, with Kyler Murray, he started off hot last season. And, he cooled down. And, DeAndre Hopkins got hurt. I would like to see what they can do fully healthy. But we all know NFL season, everybody gets hurt. So, I honestly think I don't really see no other team trying to take a chance on him unless you're just trying to put butts in seats. Because let's be honest, he's a small guy. He's a small quarterback. Can't take too much punishment. And, if he took anything near what Joe Burrow took this last season, he might be out in 2 years. What you guys think on the situation?
Right. This is the future of these kind of like disagreements, right? Is like we're taking to Instagram now, right? Yeah. Like because here's the thing, and I don't mind it because for the years the NFL has secretly released stuff, the right whether this is not taking a stance on him, but John Gruden, right? Like clearly the Raiders wanted to get rid of him, and they were like, hey, don't you guys got like some old emails or something where you know what I mean? They were like, and then all of a sudden like. There's emails from like 100 old dudes and somehow only Gruden's get released. And it's like, yeah, I know all the rest of you were saying some dumb stuff too. Like release all of them. How come only Gruden's got released? You know what I mean?
They just paid him a lot quicker. That's all.
And so like, it was a hit, right? So that kind of stuff happens all the time. The NFL pulls that kind of stuff. They did it Russell Wilson a couple years last year with the Seahawks, right? At the beginning of the year. And so now like, instead of meeting in a room, where we sit down and talk like face to face, like what's your issue with me? What's my issue with you? Like now we're doing this like he deletes all his photos of the like this subtle messaging, he deletes all his photos of the Cardinals and then they delete all their photos of him from their thing. And it's like, is it petty? At this point, it's gotten kind of funny. Like, it's just like, all right, whatever. Like, just the fact that because if you're Kyler, man, you got to be sitting there like, all right, respect to that. Like, y'all, like, when's the last time you saw a team just, I mean, this is like what the Panthers did to Cam, and then I know they brought him back eventually, but like, remember they left him off their top 5 players of all time or 3, whatever it was. And it's just like, yeah,
I still don't see how you'd make that mistake. Even if you are trying to be petty, it's like,
it's a tough list, but
5 other people that you could say was better than him.
I agree. So they do this. So I don't mind players responding with this kind of stuff. I like Walt's arm floating there in the other, by the way. I like that's kind of
cool. You like my effects, don't you?
I hope, man, I really do. I hope he stays. Not the effects. I like those too, but I hope Kyler stays with Arizona. I really do, man. I like him and their coach together, but who knows? Maybe it's a bad pairing. Maybe it's not even the coach. Maybe it's the head organization. I like both of them there, but they get a lot of criticism, and they're both new to this, man. So I think the success they've had.
I was just about to say, I'm glad you brought that up because that's exactly where I was just about to reference to, man. Like, they both still fresh. Murray and the head coach is still fresh in this, man. I think they only been together a year, if that, a year or two.
I still don't see how you get a job after not being successful in college. But what do I know?
Because
no.
We thought that he brought this new fancy fun offense to watch, and then we found out, oh no, he just had Patrick Mahomes on his team.
He wasn't successful with Patrick in college. How do we think he's going to get better in the pros with Kyler Murray?
They were ranked high almost every year with Pat.
No, they didn't have a defense. They put up a lot of points.
Well, how is that his fault? We're getting way off.
You're the head coach. Like, you're supposed to bring in the recruits to do that.
Texas A&M wasn't. It's Texas A&M. All the recruits are going to Texas.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Texas. Before he got there, Texas A&M was garbage. I ain't even hearing that.
They didn't get any better with him. What are you talking about?
That's all right. We're getting way off topic.
I'm gonna say, let's get back to.
I was agreeing with you. I feel like I was agreeing with you. We thought there was this fun new offense that he was bringing to the league, and it turned out no, it was just Pat Mahomes was there, and he was the fun offense, and we learned that right away. But
to answer,
you got a point.
But to answer the question, I feel like both sides are being petty. I mean, I feel like this is just probably a stunt that Murray's just trying to pull and maybe get some more guys in. Because I mean, like I said, we really haven't been able to see everybody healthy together because everybody got hurt. So it's like, I mean, we didn't get to see the combination between him and Hopkins and stuff like that as much as we really wanted to. So I mean, I just feel like at this point, both sides are being petty, and they're just pretty much trying to pull stunts just to try to see who gonna bite first, man. So
I get it.
Both sides being petty is that. I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. For real.
And Kyler Murray put out a tweet today about 4:30. He said, "I play this game for the love of it. My teammates, everyone who has helped me get to this position, that believed in me, and to win." Wait, what? Anyone who has helped me get to this position, that believed in me, and to win championships. All of this nonsense is not what I'm about. Never has been, never will be. Anyone who has stepped between those lines with me knows how hard I go. Love me or hate me, but I'm going to continue to grow and get better. Now,
he's still a young buck.
Yeah, so that right at the end of the day, right? It's like you can't. It's hard to know who's right and wrong because first off, whoever released the thing about him being lazy and whatever, and during halftime, instead of being with the team, he'd call his girlfriend. We don't know who said that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he'd be on the phone. They're saying he was on the phone with his girlfriend or whatever during halftime and not being part of the team. That's
about don't give him.
But we don't know that that's true. We don't know who even said it because they'll never name sources. And so
I never heard nobody say that about anybody.
Yeah, so I don't take any of these things in as truth until I see it for myself, hear him or actual someone on the team come out and say it. I don't like these. a source said this about like, but here's the thing. That's NFL. NFL does that more than anybody. They release stuff all the time on people like, oh, did we tell you about these videos of AB throwing a couch at a hotel we've been sitting on for 2 years? Let us show you. You know, that's the NFL. They're kings of that. So
yeah,
I don't know if the Cardinals are behind anything, but you know, whatever, or who there. But do I love it? No. But at the same time, is this the future of football and sports in general? Is like we take out our beefs on Instagram? I don't know, and that's what makes it interesting.
I think that's the future of everything. Any relationship, you can tell how good or bad it is based on pictures. If Walt delete all the pictures of us, he's leaving. If John delete all the pictures of us off Facebook, he on one. If I delete them all, I'm on one. So it's just like it don't look good. It's not a good look. Because all of a sudden you just delete all of the pictures.
That take a long time to do too.
No, he probably he probably got a YouTube lady or something that handled that.
Even if your ex, if your ex was pretty, you still leave all the pictures up just to let everyone know. You know, look, this is what this is what I can catch.
Yeah, you do, but you only keep like one.
You might only keep like one for sure because especially if you got the new lady coming around, she gonna start getting suspicious.
She gonna be like, "That's what we doing."
Right.
Nah, baby, that ain't what we doing. Nah, look, it look just like that's what we doing. But yeah, man, I think this situation is similar to the Aaron Rodgers and Packers. Y'all need each other. You ain't gonna be treated no better than you get treated in Arizona. And Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna get no better treatment than he has in Green Bay. You better sit it down, figure it out, and play the rest of your career in Arizona and in Green Bay. Because, the way the Cardinals treat you, everybody else going to be like, bruh, you did all that in Arizona. And you barely did that. We don't care.
We'll see. Because even though Seahawks and Russell seem to have worked out their thing from last offseason, there still seemed to be tension. So I don't know if you ever recover from something like this. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you ever recover from this. Even if, it's like if someone cheats on you, you can get back together, but there's always something there, you know what I mean? Like you ain't never the same. I don't know if you're ever 100% the same, and that's where it messes it up.
It's going to take time.
Very true. Very true. And, time will tell. But I doubt it. I think both just need to sit it down, figure it out, and let's do what's in the best interest of the Cardinals so they can be playoff competitive. Because the way they looked against the Rams, ain't it at all.
I'm with you. Yep. The Rams ain't going away. Seahawks ain't going away. 49ers ain't going away.
And that's the thing. Like, when you really think about it, you're the third best team in your conference. And this is with the Seahawks having an off year. So, they need to get it together. Whatever they need. You need some more receivers, some linemen, a tight end. I don't know. Because, Zach Ertz is kind of getting up in age.
Well, we can't fix the Cardinals right now. But I will say, that's why, you have to keep Kyler. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you can't lose Kyler.
In other news, Mr. Tyler Rapp and Van Jefferson take the next big step in their respective relationships /life. Van Jefferson had his first child the night of the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
I think it's right after the game.
His wife left during the game, it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh, did she? Yeah. Okay. I thought they were trying to say he left during the game. I'm like, no, I'm seeing him.
Had his second child.
Let's talk about that. Dude, you're in a Super Bowl and you're a key player. Do you leave the game or do you stay? This is not a shot at him. This is a personal preference.
I stay.
I'm staying too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm staying. If you think about it, I mean, that baby gonna be there forever. Who's to know I'm gonna come back to the Super Bowl ever in my lifetime? Let's be real.
No, I ain't gonna say it like that.
I'm saying it like that. I don't care. I'm being real. Let's be real.
I'm gonna say it like this.
Getting them Super Bowl bonuses or whatever it is gonna mean a lot more to that kid down the road than
Do you know how much they got for winning the Super Bowl?
Exactly.
No, I'm asking. Do y'all know?
Ain't it like
I think it's different for every player.
150. No, they all got 150,000.
Oh, okay, but in their contracts, they also have like.
I mean, yeah, because they saying that Odell got $1 million incentive for winning the Super Bowl. But if I'm him, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not taking that shit in Bitcoin. Take that shit in cash and invest it yourself. Cause that Bitcoin is going up and down, boy. Give me just write the check, direct deposit, however you want to do it. Do not do it in Bitcoin. Dogecoin, Metaverse, don't do it in none of that. I'll invest it myself.
So Nico, you say you're going to the hospital, or are you staying?
No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm playing.
But I'm playing for the same reason you said, John. Hey, if I get this bonus, hey, your boy, we could go right into
the only
nice
time I'm leaving is if my wife specifically tells me you're coming with me. If she says I'm going. But if she says if she knows that I need to stay and I want to stay, I'm pretty sure she ain't gonna have a problem.
I doubt a woman. I doubt a woman would do that, knowing
I'm staying.
How hard and how long it took you to get to that point. I doubt she would put you.
How much you had to sacrifice to get to that point? How much time and effort? You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
I doubt she would be like, "It's me or the game." It's like,
I'm not leaving. I'm like, babe, go handle your business. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we got other family members. You know what I'm saying? My mom's there, my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like
her people there. It's like, bro, you
take her to the airport. I mean, I said to the airport, to the hospital. Do what you need to do. Let me go win the Super Bowl real quick. I'll see you after the Super Bowl, baby.
I'll get a bottle of champagne and then I'm coming to the hospital.
Hey, at that point, well, no, she can't drink yet because that's like postpartum stuff like that. So she still can't drink yet.
Well, I mean, I drink for her.
Stuff he knows the language, all that stuff. I don't know.
That's only because it's fresh. It's only because it's fresh.
I was about to say that boy a daddy. He knows what's going on.
It's only because it's fresh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, hey, Van Jefferson. Hey, I'll be like, baby, I'm about to go play the Super Bowl. Hey, I see you after. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, we in there. So she's just gonna have to understand. Like I said, just all that sacrifice it took to get to the Super Bowl.
All right, I got another scenario. Let's say she goes into labor before the Super Bowl. And you be like, all right, I'm gonna try to make it by halftime to the Super Bowl and then play it second half. Do you do that, or do you still go the whole time?
No, look. That's all I'm asking. Look, I see what you're doing.
Wait, are we asking for like Van Jefferson or like a Cooper Kupp?
No, if you're you, and you are any player.
You talking about the importance?
If you are
the importance of a team, right? That's what I'm saying.
No, if you are any starter, I don't care if you're the punter. Like, if you're a starter. You're playing the whole game, right?
I'm playing the whole game.
Are you trying to get us beat up?
I don't care. I'm playing the whole game.
No, but at that point, if she that close, your parents should be there. Her parents should be there.
I got the perfect. Okay, look. When me and my lady was about to have our child, right? I remember this day like it was just yesterday, November 23rd, when I had my baby. I was getting ready to go out to work. I was like, babe, are you sure you want me to go out to work? Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time she was real close. You feel me? So at that time I was going to do Lyft. So I went to go do Lyft. I picked up my first ride or whatever. I had to drive like maybe 30 minutes away from the crib. And soon as I picked up my first Lyft driver, guess what phone call I get? Oh, babe, my water broke. So I had to hurry up. Drop him off at the airport, which was another 30 minutes away. Do 90 all the way home, and make it to the hospital in time. And I still made it.
But the speed limit was like 89.
The speed limit, I ain't gonna lie, it was about 60. And
no. It was like 85.
I probably just told him myself, but boy,
I mean, you ain't doing it now. They can't do nothing about it now.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, it was that whole morning was insane, man. And I told myself I wasn't about to go to work, and look what happened. I go to work and she.
All right. Last scenario, and then we move on to Taylor Rapp.
Him with these
how much does your team have to be up before you're like, all right, you know what, I can split.
John.
Yeah,
Let's say your team is up 31-9.
What is with you and these statistics?
What
I'm
is
saying, like, is there any scenario where you're like,
wait,
before
you answer, wait, is it the beginning of the third quarter?
31-9 at beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah, beginning of the fourth. We'll say fourth.
I'm staying just in case.
All right.
I'm about to say because the Bengals, man, they good at coming back though. So I mean, just depending on who I'm playing. No, I'm still staying. Staying.
Dang, that's
all
only
right, we're all staying.
Yeah, that's still doable.
I'm still staying.
We're all staying.
I'm still staying.
But like I say though, whoever you with should understand how long you've been working on this. Almost like Kobe's wife. I'm pretty sure she would never be like, it's me or the NBA Finals. He's gonna be like, I'll see you when I get home. I'm gone. Like, come on, bro. You know how much
Walt was saying. Then let's
how
move
much
on to
time and effort I put into this.
Then let's move on to Taylor Rapp then. Would you this scenario? Tell us how it happened, and then we'll talk about what we would do.
Okay.
What?
Taylor Rapp.
They won the Super Bowl. He proposed. But it's funny though, because the thing is, I always notice how people do things after they did something big. Like somebody win the lottery and then be like, "Hey, babe, you want to get married?" What if he would have lost?
So that's my point. Would you have proposed if you had lost?
If I would have lost by 3 points like how they would have, I still would have proposed because it's still a close game.
But would you do it on the field? Like, would you not go somewhere private? Because I mean, your team is just getting like obliterated.
No, at that point,
I'm doing it right in the middle of their ceremony. I'm doing it right in the middle of their ceremony. I don't care.
Okay. Nico, for me, I don't know, man. All my friends are probably standing around like mourning the loss or whatever, like answering questions they don't want to answer to media outlets who are like, "What could you have done different?" I'm like, nah, like get out of my face with that, like, nah. So I don't know if I'd be doing that and having myself a little moment while the rest of my team is having a down moment. I'd probably take it somewhere private at that point. What about you?
I probably would have did it like in a parking lot after the game.
A parking lot? Yeah, you
no,
really took all the
no. You know, like after, I don't know if you guys have ever like had family or relatives that play at like them stadiums. You don't see them initially after the game
until you get in the parking garage.
Exactly. I would have did it then.
But I mean, that's enclosed. It's like, who's actually going to be excited? I mean, I want people to see that though. You know what I'm saying? Even though we just lost, I don't care. In my mind, I'm like, okay, I already got it set in stone. Regardless if I'm winning or losing, I'm going to propose to this.
Honestly, I don't care about other people seeing it because it ain't other people's relationship.
I mean, I'm just saying, just something for like that. I feel like that's something that should be like announced and like that's something big that what people.
Afterward, I told everyone, but like when I announced we got engaged, most of my family was like, "We didn't even know you were dating someone."
Get the hell out of here! They didn't say.
Not lying. I don't think. Maybe two of them. And remember, I got 10 brothers and sisters, and my parents. Maybe two of them had met her.
I was about to say, did they meet her? If you say that, damn.
Most of them did no clue who she was.
And how?
Welcome to the family and to our life for the first time ever.
What?
Yeah.
And how long y'all been together now?
Man, don't do this to me.
All right, let go. Let go.
Okay, so we're coming up on 3 years married.
Don't even try.
We're coming up on 3 years married. I don't know how long we've been dating.
Okay, that's what I meant. Like how long you been? I meant to say how long you've been married.
Yeah, you answer it wrong. You're gonna sleep right where you sitting.
Oh no! On purpose. She let me pick the date we get married. On purpose, I picked it so I won't forget it. It's April 1st.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's perfect. There's this giant gap between. There's a giant gap between Valentine's and July 4th. You know what I mean? There's no holiday, so now we got a nice little holiday right in the middle.
So did she think you were joking when you first proposed?
Were you?
No, she knew me by then. She knew I wasn't joking. But a lot of people have been asking, like, "Is it in April? Is he pulling a joke on you?" She knew by then, like, no, he legit like knows he'll forget it if he doesn't pick a certain day.
I got you.
Damn, dog, what you done did?
I forget everything though.
You remember he told all his football injury. I mean,
I forget everything.
I know he was Ed Reed before he was the white Ed Reed, but Jesus,
more like Troy Polamalu, man.
Eric Weddle.
Oh, here you go. Oh my God.
No, I'm talking about Troy Polamalu. He got like 9 concussions, man.
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah.
He got a lot of hair though, so hopefully some of that cushion his blow. Hopefully.
So, how, Nico? Tell us now. How are you gonna propose it? No, kid.
No, you know what?
Gonna ruin it for everyone.
I'm gonna do it when she least expects it. Like I've been thinking about it, and she's behind me, so I'm not gonna give it. You know,
all right, I got last scenario real quick. Because we're not players, we're not NFL players. As a fan, what do you think about fans proposing in the middle of the game? What do you think about that? And would you do it?
I feel like it's got to be like a right time. I won't actually necessarily do it like during like a middle of a play or something like that. Like, you know, maybe during a timeout or if they're getting ready to go to a commercial, you know what I'm saying, or halftime.
I think most of them are pre-planned with the stadium that they're going to cut to it and all that stuff. But would you do that? And what do you think about people who do that, I guess?
I would do that, like with the kiss cam thing or something. I would do it like that. But I wouldn't just randomly do it. It would be weird. Like
and then same thing.
I don't know.
Let's say your team is down 24-6. Do you put it back in your pocket?
Why? What is with you in these scenarios?
I'm just saying, like, you think about it. Is there not because we expect the Bears to be down about 24-6 in a lot of games.
Wait, hold on. What the hell? Why do you keep coming for the
agree?
Right? So you think first off, you dragged her out to a game that's probably 12 below zero. She's sitting there wrapped up in 4 coats.
Azaria is not a cold person.
Right. So she's already miserable.
It had to be in
already miserable. September. You're miserable because the Bears are getting. Yeah, she's miserable because of the weather. You're miserable because the Bears are losing again. No, do you still propose if you had it planned, or do you put it back in your pocket and wait for another day?
Yeah.
Okay. Now
I'm not proposing at a game. I just feel like it's too many people. It's been done too many.
How many games? Let's say the Bears lose like 5 straight at home.
Oh my God, dude!
How many times do you put it back in your pocket before you're finally forget it? We're doing it no matter what. I know it's 31-12, but listen, we're doing it.
Dog. What is with you in these scenarios?
I'm just asking.
Real scenarios.
These are real scenarios. These
are
real
scenarios.
No, they're not.
Those are.
Who goes to that many games?
At some point, she's gonna ask you that. Why do we keep going to Bears games? And you're gonna be like, they're gonna win one.
Well, hold on. Don't say that because she knows I'm a big Bears fan. So if I had the money to do those things, I would. But no, I ain't just going to Bears games just because.
Right. So that's my point. Is like you already spent the money. Do you just do it anyway, or do you just put it back in? Okay. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Do it there anyway, just for the possibility.
I wouldn't either. Walt, would you propose at a game?
Nah, like I said before, I just feel like, you know, it's too many people did it, and you know, if anything, I want to be just a little bit different, just a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna be like, hold on, no. I'm gonna be like John. All right, Walt, the Browns are down 40 in the AFC Championship game. Do you still propose?
Hey, kudos for making the NFC Championship game as the Browns.
I was just about to say we made the NFC Championship, so I mean I'll be okay with that. So
cross conference.
That's an accomplishment for the Browns. I'm just saying.
Baker Mayfield throws a pick 6 with the game on the line. Do you still propose?
That's happened before. Am I still proposing?
And they zoom in, and the ball says, "Will you marry me?" on it. As he throws it to the other team.
Hey, that's actually pretty creative.
Do you say I don't know who? Do you say I don't know whose idea that was?
Would that be saying like I'm not asking the guy who intercepted the ball to marry me again?
That's the thing, right? I don't think any of us would do it. Games like that aren't my style.
No, hold on. I got another one, John.
Okay.
Under down 40 in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. in OKC, do you still propose?
Yeah, because we expected them to lose by 50, so we're all happy that they only lost by 40 this year. Yes.
No. You didn't expect, bruh. You don't expect nobody to lose by 50 in the NBA Finals. They made it that far.
We made the NBA. This team right now made the NBA Finals.
Yeah, and they lost by 40 in Game 7.
I'm wondering if every other player got their knees broken, like Nancy Kerrigan style, Tanya Harding, like for us to make the NBA Finals. I mean, what the heck? What scenario is this? Like
it ain't no scenario. They lose by 40. You got front row seats. Do you still propose?
I'm just gonna enjoy them front row seats, to be honest with you.
No, man. Shoot. The ring you could buy for front row seats.
Wait, who are they playing? Who they playing?
It don't matter.
It do matter because if you got front row seats to a Thunder and I don't know Lakers game.
The Thunder in the finals. They down 50. It's 100-50 with a minute left. Do you still propose?
I'm pretty sure half the crowd is gone by that time if it's only a minute left.
And John, just to add salt on it, the announcer stops the game and makes an announcement. John St. Pierre has something to ask you, Alan.
Everybody looking at you.
Yes. If I planned it, then I'm going to go through with it. But I would never propose at any game anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm still going through with it. If I paid for front row tickets just for that moment, definitely.
I'm enjoying that. The front row.
Yeah, because you know what? No matter what, I'm going to be like, dude, I had front row seats. Like for me, that's a moment.
That's a moment.
Well, at that point, you would have some money if you had front row seats to Game 7.
I would have spent our entire bank account and probably some more. Hey, so I would have no money. I'd be owing money.
Hey, I've seen a lot of YouTubers at the Super Bowl. They got money. They got money to blow.
Yeah. But anyways, that's today's show here on Real Deal Sports, man. It's your boy Big Watt, Nico, my boy John. We appreciate y'all spending y'all night with us, spending some time with us. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, all that. Tell your mama, your daddy, everybody, man.
Right. And if you ain't laugh, you ain't got a sense of humor. I'm just saying. Because John, with these scenarios. Wait, no, don't give no more. We going.
No, I'm not. I was going to say, I normally say stay healthy and come back and see us again. I was going to say pay your taxes, get them taken care of. Don't spend your Super Bowl winnings yet. Get your tax taken care of, then come back and watch us next week.
Right, yeah.
And if you can, come down to the land to the All-Star game.
That's right. We got a big All-Star episode coming up on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And keep in mind, Jimmy Garoppolo has more rings than any other quarterback in the league right now.
Hey, just end the live. No. Just end the live. Because you tripping. Hey, cut.